that. We got that. Got this. We got that. And there we go. All right, let's get this party started. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Let me just check something here. Yep, I guess it is at 2 o'clock. I was wrong. Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let me just say hi to everybody, and we'll be starting in just a few seconds. Sorry, I'm just on to a few second late start. Hope everybody's doing great. Let me say good morning to everybody. Arnulfo, good morning. Brian, good morning, Brian. And once again, you came through for us. Brian came through for us. Um, Matt added, or they're adding the Trading View version into the members area. The only thing that hasn't happened yet is the video for Trading View for the Alpha Zone Pro Trading View version, and that's because Matt is at the hospital trying to get his baby out. You can't do a video on how to install Trading View while you're helping your wife deliver a baby. I'm sure everybody understands that. But we'll get that. But Brian, thank you. And everybody, folks, you should give a big thank you to Brian because all the cool features from this Alpha Zone would not be possible without a professional programmer like Brian. So Brian, hats off to you. Hats off to you. Came through. Whatever you need, Brian, you're in my good graces. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Arnulfo, Brian, Tim, CJ, James, Glenn, Deborah, Jody, Ivano, Piet Brock from Netherlands. Man, I love that. Vertuvian, Kirk. Piet de Brock, I'm going to be going to Germany in the summer. My first trip to Europe in 20 years. Vertuvian, Kirk, Richard, Wayne, Don, Anil Kumar, Dave, Malik, Devin. We got Tom, we got Art, we got Bill, we got Robert, we got Dave, we got the Sassy Trainer, we got Steven, a Keyhawk fan, Moondog, Chris, JB, Thomas, Cam. Good morning, Cam. Duzzy, Deanna, good morning. Harold, David, Rosalind, Vernon. Hey, Vernon, Ringo, Jeff. Good morning, Jeff. Mark, Debbie, Beam, Flying Ronan is in the house. Haven't seen you in a while, Flying Ronan. Hope you're well. Mark, Kevin from Carlsbad. Great, great. Henry, Todd, Steve, Jill. It's so nice to recognize all these faces. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. We got Rochelle. Good morning, Rochelle. Nathan, Don, Keong, Eduardo, Ralph, Robert, Delbert, JB, Vertuvian, Stan, Duzzy. Yeah, he is the man. Got a puppy puppy last night. That's really good. You send me a picture, Stacy. Said we love puppies around here. We have a pets channel at our office, and we look at puppies all the time. Carlos, thank you. Prayers for Matt's wife and blessing delivery. I'm going to post that for him right now, Carlos. Make him feel good. Post it for Matt in his. We still have Zoom for another week before or like something like that. So I just posted it for him. Thank you, Carlos. Ruth is in the house. Sassy Trainer. We got Robert. Hey, Robert. Why not? She would understand if he. I was trading from the hospital in the emergency room. Both first two times, my wife, the first two kids. David, Samson, Jason, Lawrence, Timothy, Ronaldo, Jan, Ricky, Pam, PJ. How are you, PJ? Good to see you. James, Stacy, Paulina. Hey, Paulina. And Piet de Brock. Yeah, hopefully the weather's okay. Yeah. Murray, good morning, Murray. And hopefully you're now in the channel and everybody's good. Let me go ahead and post some links. I have a class today with Jack Carter at 2 p.m. I haven't got together with Jack in a while. It's always so much fun to hang out with Jack. Jack is a lot of fun. So 2 p.m. today, join Jack and myself. Here, let me give you a link for this. There you go. We'll be doing the Alpha Zone. It'll be pretty cool. It'll be pretty cool. And then I will be in my VIP room. Let me tell you what I've got lined up for my VIP room today, guys. Here's the VIP room, and I got a special day for VIP room today. I'm going to tell you because you guys have been so good to me. I'm going to talk about reviewing visual backtesting to increase your win rate and keep you out of crappy trades, working with runners and best risk to reward when using them, understanding fractals. I'll talk about swing trading with fractals and how they can benefit you guys, and how you could use relative strength to trade against the trend. I want to show people how I've been doing this, and it's been working out really well. It's actually my favorite type of trade. Her water, so they're moving on. Oh, they just broke her water, so things are moving on the faster schedule. Okay, that's the latest from Matt. Here, good luck and keep us posted. I'll keep everyone posted on Telegram. There we go. Yep, he's going to keep us posted. So they broke her water. That's the latest on Matt. We've got the latest. Yes, it's a girl. And you know what's funny? I didn't even ask him what the name of her, what he's going to name her. My wife was asking me this morning, and I didn't know. I'm an idiot, but that goes without saying. This is what happens when you have two guys who are working in the same room for 3.5 years, and they don't talk to each other during the day. It's amazing, really. Let me give you the link to Customer Service Live. Believe it or not, but we're working hard, but we don't really talk a lot. I mean, we do talk a lot about stocks, not about personal stuff. Different time frames. Yes, Mark. Fractals means multiple time frames. I want to talk about that. I don't remember. Is it Madison? I don't remember. Rick, Robert, Richard. Good morning, Richard. Oh, yeah. Thumbs up, guys. How about some thumbs up? Two things I want to tell you. And this is not about thumbs up. A lot of you, not a lot of you, a few of you complained you didn't get good quality. You can go right here to the gear box, go to quality, and put yourself up all the way to 1080. I broadcast in HD. So you could be watching this at 1080 and your quality should be as good as mine. I'm looking at myself live and it's very similar. Number two, here's the thumbs up button. If you haven't done so yet, I'm going to cheat, give myself a thumbs up. 5 thumbs up. And then let's see how many we got total. And don't forget, Customer Service Live, Cam and Gustavo, they will help you install everything. Please be patient with the video for TradingView installation. We got the thing out now, but please, Matt is having a baby. So it's hard to record a video while you're having a baby. So please, I don't want to hear, too much equipment between us. That's right, Carlos. We have, if you guys ever come to my office, you will see that Matt and I sit about 10 feet away, but we have a wall of monitors. Like I have a wall of monitors and then I have a teleprompter and he has a wall of monitors. So we have to do this to see each other during the day. And I have to do, what? Say it louder. What? I can't hear you all day long. So even though we're in the same room, sometimes it feels like we're very far away from each other. And sometimes we will go hours and hours without saying a word to each other. Thank you. I'll post that for him. If you guys have something nice to say, I'm going to post it for Matt to make his day nicer in his channel. I'm sure he will appreciate that. Robert says Robert and Carlos came into my office before the session. Thanks, JB. I'll post that for Matt, too. Big day for Matt. Big day for Matt. Here, I'll post that for him. He'll be very happy. Matt takes you guys you guys are very important to him. All right. Henry, it only works the first time. Thank you, but it only works the first time. All right. Good morning, everybody. And let's begin. I don't see Dr. Serena here, so Bob, you'll have to do the heavy lifting. She's been having heart problems lately. And Dr. Serena, I hope you are okay. I hope everything is kosher. I hope you are okay. Let's begin. All right. So the futures are up. Big warning sign. Russell is not participating in this rally. That's a big warning sign right away. How did Russell do yesterday? Let's take a look. I want to see if it rallied yesterday. But the fact that the Russell is not rallying is not a good sign already because Russell is very interest rate sensitive. So let's take a look, just see how it did yesterday. See, it rallied strongly yesterday. It did participate. That's what I thought. And actually, if you're looking for upside, the Russell has the most upside right now. I showed yesterday how to do this, but I want to show you guys really, really quick. Thanks, Kirk. I'm going to repost that for him too. Today's about posting for Matt. Today's all about Matt. There we go. There we go. He deserves it. He's a really good guy. Yeah, we got a lot of people watching. So you see how you don't have anything here above us right here for the Russell. But if you go to the QQQ, and this is a really good example, you don't have much. You got the 200-day moving average. And if you look at the SPY, and I showed this yesterday in the Getting Started guide, but I want to show you guys this. This is important. The SPY is above the 200-day now. So you have plenty of clearance here, assuming it stays above the 200. Keep an eye on the 200 in case it comes back down. This could be a false breakout, and this is just pre-open. But if we see this during the day today, that's a very good sign. Don't know if we will. Don't know if we will. Post these for him. He'll be very happy. All right. All right. So we're gonna talk a lot more about this. We're gonna talk a lot more about this. Okay. Yep. First time. First time he's gonna hear that. All right. Let's. All right. All right. Perfect. 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 So, Fed data. Folks, we got consumer confidence today at 10 a.m. We have new home sales at 10 a.m. This is important because consumer confidence is not really great right now. New home sales should be pretty good. I'm hoping this will become better. And then we have manufacturing. And even though it doesn't have a red star next to it, this is an important report. Now, keep in mind, all of these reports are at 10 o'clock, half hour after the market open. Please don't initiate any positions till 10. Well, I wouldn't even initiate any positions right now. I'd be very careful. But please, please, please don't initiate positions at 9:30 today. Please wait at least till 10 o'clock because these will have a bump. I'll be working from home today. There's no reason for me to go to work. Matt's not there. That's funny, Carlos. Oh, that's good. You guys are great. You guys are great. I want to post this for him. There we go. Yeah, people are very happy for you, Matt. There we go. That's it. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And don't forget the thumbs up. Also, let me get you some links again. Alpha Zone Pro, in case you missed it. Customer Service Live, in case you missed it. And remember, I'm having a very special education session because Matt's not here for the VIP room today. And here's a link. See, we have a nice community here. This is what I want to see. I don't want to see any arguments, any nonsense. This is good. All right. So, folks, big reports today. They may change the trajectory, okay? What's the bond market doing? The bond market keeps going lower. The bond market is not going higher right now. And look, the high here couldn't see how we tried to test the 200 and we bounced off. We may be seeing similar with stocks. Remember, folks, there is a strong correlation right now between stocks and the bond market. Okay. It's not going to happen minute by minute, but it's going to happen over a week's period. Bonds going lower means higher yield. Higher yield. Okay. So I'm not happy about this, and I'm not happy about this at all. One silver lining is we are in a congested type of pattern, but I'm not liking this, and I'm looking for a move in the bonds after this report. So keep your eye on the bond market, okay? U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar is flat, and notice I drew this area for you here. Look how well we respected these lines. Really, 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 really well. So the U.S. dollar is still consolidating. There's really no directional bias. I believe the U.S. dollar is waiting to see the finality of what President Trump does, okay? The finality of what President Trump does. And I just want to remind you guys a few things. The tariffs, I don't think the tariffs are getting priced in yet, but let's not blame everything on President Trump, okay? Because there are several things going on in the background that we have to be very, very mindful of, okay? All right. For example, global credit levels are at an all-time high. U.S. consumers are tightening their belt and they're cutting their spending. Fed lowered the growth projection for 2025, and one Fed guy today, which I'll talk about today, reduced his target from 2 interest rate drops to 1. We'll talk about that. They plan to keep interest rates higher for longer. We know that already. The government has accounted a huge portion of labor growth in the last 2 years, and layoffs are going to reduce employment. We all know that. And government is going to reduce spending. We also know that IBM, which is a big, big blue chip, took a beating last week. So do you guys notice Madeline? Yes, Madeline is the name. Thank you, Cam. Madeline. That's the name, Madeline. That's right. That's right. Madeline. Thank you. You're right. That is the name. So folks, point is, everything I just mentioned, the reduction in labor has a lot to do with President Trump. But the slowdown in credit, the global consumer tightening, global credit, that's been around for a while. That's been building for a while. So there's a lot of other things on the horizon outside of the tariffs. And one thing about me, you'll notice, I don't talk about things that are in front of your face. Once something has penetrated the market, there's no reason for me to talk about it. It's priced in. So 2 months ago, a month ago, 3 weeks ago, I was talking about tariffs like a bat out of hell. And you guys didn't want to hear any of it. Well, now I can't go on the news or anywhere without hearing the word tariffs about 150 times. So I figure at this point, you guys have gotten the memo on the tariffs. So I'm always ahead of everybody. I always try to be 2 to 3 weeks ahead of everybody. Okay. And I'm telling you right now that as soon as these tariffs, the more resolved these tariffs are going to become, and they are going to become resolved one way or another. And remember what I told you, I couldn't give a rat's butt how they're going to be resolved because it doesn't really matter. I care about the resolution because then the market can start building value on that. And it can't build value on a moving target. So the only thing the tariffs will do for us is give us certainty. The market needs certainty to start trending. So that's my beef with tariffs. But everybody already knows all that. There's really nothing to talk about. But I'm telling you, the more resolved, the more the tariffs will become concrete. In other words, the more we know what they will become, the less we will be focusing on them. And the focus is going to turn once again to the things that I am telling you about right now. So don't think as much as I'd love to blame Trump for everything, it doesn't work that way, right? We can blame him for the tariffs and the uncertainty and all that, but that's already getting priced into the market at least somewhat. What we need to move, the market's always looking ahead, and I'm always looking ahead so that I could be on the same page as the market, not the media, but the market. Finally, the media has figured out that tariffs is the big news after we've been talking about it for 3 weeks. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Happy birthday, Rebecca. And by the way, thank you all for such nice words. But folks, there's a lot of other things that we're going to have to deal with, like the after effects of the tariff, like the deficit, like the fact that companies are reporting less, that we're having bigger layoffs, that we're not seeing the AI revolution, the Tesla. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's going on that doesn't have anything to do with President Trump. So we have to be mindful of all of the other things that we have to deal with aside from the tariffs. Isn't it interesting? When everybody's talking about when no one's talking about tariffs, I'm talking about tariffs. Now everybody's talking about tariffs, and I'm like, don't worry about it. It'll get worked out. Let's worry about the next thing. I'm always trying to focus you guys on the next thing, not the last thing, on the next thing. Okay. All right. All right. So US dollar is still in a wait and see mode right now. And nothing has happened with the US dollar, which kind of surprises me to think that a lot is going to happen with the market because nothing has happened with the US dollar right now. And nothing's really happened with the bond market. If anything, the bond market is going lower and breaking down, which increases our yield. And again, here it tested the 200-day moving average 3 times, but here it couldn't even get up to the 200-day moving average. You're welcome, Rebecca. Lots of health, lots of love, lots of happiness, and lots of moolah. And I will be updating you guys when I hear more from Matt. But it looks like Madeline is coming in hot. All right. And by the way, the next major support level for the bond market, you have the 50-day moving average, and you have two VWAPs. You have the beginning of the year VWAP, and you have the previous quarter VWAP. And we just added this quarter VWAP right here. Oh, my dogs are going crazy again. Oh. I know you guys can't hear them, but you guys don't understand. Yeah. My wife hears them. She's coming in and they're howling. It's the funniest thing. Four dogs going, ooh, wow, wow. Can you guys hear them at all? You guys can't hear them. It's very funny. So we made a higher low, which is not good, and now we're coming down. We're still a little consolidated here, but I don't like this, and I don't like this at all. And I'm hoping the 100-day will hold, like it kind of, sort of held here. Let me just bring this lower, and again, we are right now. Here's the important part. You see this line right here, guys? Here. If we break this level right here, this trend line, we're going to go on this side. Thank God you can't hear them because it's awful. Yeah, they're celebrating for Matt. Exactly. They're celebrating for Matt. So again, folks, very, very important. This is a key level for bonds. Below this, you have this area, and below that, you've got nothing. This is a big concern right now because if this goes down, interest rates go higher, not lower. Interest rates on your house, everything else goes higher. This is higher interest rates. The stock market rallying the way it did with interest rates going higher is not very common. Okay. So US dollar, wait and see. Still, look at how well it's respecting. It's above the 8-day, but look at how well it's respecting this line that I drew here. And then the next, you have the 200-day. Then it goes back into the channel. Then it has to overcome this, and then it has to go up. So there has to be a major catalyst, a major catalyst for stocks to go higher. Okay, gold. Remember, I told you gold is not looking bad. Gold is respecting the 8-day EMA. It's just kind of consolidating now. I think we're going to kind of drift around here. I don't see a real rush to buy gold, but you could start building a position over here. I still believe this is the support level and that we can kind of flirt around with this area here. Now, once we come back here, I would not be buying anything. This is a consolidation. There you have a strong chop. Once you get here, you're in quicksand. So you're kind of going to be back into the quicksand mode. Here you're out of quicksand. So you don't want to get into here too much. If we start trading back into here there's a lot of resistance here. There's a lot of support. There's a lot of value here. This is a strong value pocket. But value pockets love buyers and sellers. So once you're here, you may stay here for a while. And what I'm trying to say is I don't want this downtrend to come down here. So if you're going to be buying, wait till at least we're above yesterday's high at about 30.35. But I kind of like what I'm seeing right now, especially with more uncertainty coming into the market with this news. All right. China is below the quarterly VWAP. Here you could see it. We just drew it. It's already below it. It doesn't seem to be getting any follow through. Keep your eye on the Chinese stocks, the Babas, the Vegas hotels, the Wind, the Las Vegas Sands. We took Las Vegas Sands yesterday. We made money to the short side. Yes, I took a short yesterday while the market was up over 2%. I took a short and we made money on Las Vegas Sands. And today in the VIP room, I'm going to show you how to use relative strength against the main trend. That's actually my favorite way of using it, but it is a professional tactic. It's not a beginner's tactic. And I don't want you guys to get used to it because it'll teach you to trade against the main trend. but I'll show you how to do it today in the VIP room, okay? Are you guys interested in seeing that? How to use relative strength against the main trend? Let me know if that's something you guys are interested in seeing. Okay? Let me know. Don't have a lot of people here, only 500 people. Look at that. All right. All right. I guess markets are losing their luster. So gold, sideways, choppy, not a lot of directional bias. Crude oil still going up. Crude oil is now going into the resistance area. We have a lot of resistance here. Now we are in a quasi. We are good. I'll do it today. I'll do it today. Contrarian for the win. Yeah, got to pick the right one to go against the trend. Would love to see it. Yeah. Well, I'll show you today. It's easier for me personally to trade this way. It's not easier for most people, but it's easier for me to pick stocks this way. It's kind of how I started the pit 2 summers ago when the market was going down. The market was going sideways and we were trading to the downside most of the time. You're asking the starving, they want food? Yes. It'll be cool. I promise you, Carlos, you will enjoy the session. Here's the link for the VIP room, guys, for today. Here is the link for that. Here's the link for Customer Service Live, Cam and Gustavo, and sometimes the Chip Show. And remember, Uncle Jack and I will be live today at 2 p.m. having some fun. There you go. That's all the links. All right, let's continue. So energy market choppiness at this level right now. I think we're going to get choppiness around here. If we do go up, that's a really strong sign, but I would be really careful right now because we have all this stuff here. I think one of the reasons why energies is going up because we're starting to see more instability in the Middle East. But folks, we have a huge. You've got the 100, you've got the 50, you got the 200, and you've got the year and the last quarter VWAP and the year-to-date VWAP here. So you've got a lot of stuff here, a lot of stuff this has to overcome. There's a lot of resistance here. It's not going to be easy to overcome this. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? Well, again, let's look at MAGs and Bitcoin. MAGs and Bitcoin. MAGs and Bitcoin. Yes, they're very correlated. Well, Bitcoin is moving up and it has some distance here. It's down already. Hold on a second. Let me update this chart. Bitcoin, I don't know why it's not showing us, but it is slightly lower this morning. It's slightly lower. And remember, Bitcoin is correlated to mega caps. And mega caps are abutting the 200-day. Now, Carlos, you were right. The SPY was able this morning, not yesterday, this morning to break ahead of this, but that's this morning session. We could open up right here. I wouldn't be paying too much attention to that. I would be paying more attention to the mega caps right now and whether this can break the 200, because I can assure you, I could promise you, I can guarantee you that if the mega caps back away from here, you're not going to see the SPY break the 200-day moving average. And you know that as well as I do. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. It'll be very, very interesting to see what happens. So let's talk about the news a little bit, and then I'll get into all the technicals, okay? All the technicals. All right, E-mini S&P is, what are they doing this morning? Let's take a quick look-see. Remember, we have news at 10 a.m., so I wouldn't be too focused on what the market's doing right now. This isn't really anything beyond random, and interest rate sensitive stocks are already negative. That's a big, big red flag. That's a big, big red flag right here. Big red flag. Big red flag. And the Dow up 57 means nothing. I mean, that's this 33, 57. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is really nothing. Okay. So futures were just flat, basically. Tariffs have remained in focus with investors. U.S. equities rallying on Monday amid optimism over more targeted U.S. levies. Keep in mind, we don't know what they will be. We don't know when they will come exactly. This is just, the rally yesterday was just all based on it's a relief rally based on speculation. Okay? Twice indicated that trading partners could be granted exemptions or reduced from its reciprocal. U.S. President also stated he will soon impose tariffs on autos and pharmaceuticals, and later add a levy to lumber. That's going to do really good for home builders and semiconductors. So I don't really know beyond just Trump talking. This is, to me, nothing happened. You guys understand? Nothing happened. This is just speculation upon speculation. Now, again, we all know about tariffs. There's really nothing for me to talk about at this point. And we all know Trump really wants to do tariffs, but this just increases uncertainty. To me, yesterday didn't do anything for the market. Do you see my point? I mean, look at the sentence as a whole. But he's going to levy tariffs on auto soon. So what does this do to us? To me, this just increases speculation. Hey, Richard from Puente Gorda. I was wondering when you were going to be here today. You got to join the 521 others that are here. You got to hang out with us. Good morning, Richard. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Well, what's overblown is the market moved yesterday almost 2% on nothing, absolutely nothing. So yeah, I may do this, but I may not do this. I may do this, but I may not do this. We don't know what's going to happen. And I'm done really. I'm over it already. Really, like I'm over it already. Once once something has penetrated the broad news media so much where you guys are talking about it as much as I am, when you guys are not giving me any resistance, that's when I know there's no reason to talk about it. It's done. It's in the market. But what I told you about is not priced into the market. So S&P notched a 2-week high, which means absolutely nothing. And I'll show you why it means nothing in a minute. Well, actually, I'm going to show you right now. A 2-week high is not enough to dry a 90-day high. If it was a 90-day high, it would be significant. It's not even a 20-day high. It's a 14-day high. Look at the number of stocks breaking out today. 37. Look at the stocks breaking out yesterday. 21. Do you guys think that's a major move to go from 21 to 37? Mind you, if this is below 100, it means nothing. How about lows? We went from 53 to 17. Ooh. Do you guys see any momentum here? Folks, we have 37 stocks making 90-day highs and 17 stocks making 19-day lows in the entire stock market. It is a nice name, Harold. You're right. Do you guys capiche? A 2-week high means nothing. I want to see a 90-day high. Momentum has not been touched. No momentum. Roger, how come you haven't been giving trades? How come trades haven't been working out? How come nothing's going on? You're this market wizard, but nothing is moved. I can't make stocks move, folks. I can't make stocks move. If these are not moving, then stocks are just doing this. And if stocks are doing this, please tell me how we're going to make money directionally trading stocks. Explain it to me. I'd like to learn how. Income strategies. There's nothing moving. Nothing moving. In order for us to make money, a stock has to be moving, you see? Nothing is moving. Let me show you something. 52-week highs, 32 stocks are making 52 high. 20-week highs, 3 stocks. This is it, folks. Oh, lows, excuse me. Highs, 17 stocks. This is it right here. This is it. This is it. That's your market right there. That's your market right there. I just showed you all the stocks that are moving higher. And half of them are on my list. Capiche? Yeah, iron condors, those kind of strategies. That's why I said I may start doing some day trade fellows. Yeah, Alpha Zone Pro is great. Except yesterday was just nothing. The move happened before the market opened yesterday. Okay, so I just want to kind of go back. So when you see a 2-week high, you want to see a 1-month high. You want to see a 2-month high. You want to see a 3-month high. 2-week high is just top of a chop. Top of a chop. Yes, the pit makes money. Yeah, the pit yesterday, we took Las Vegas Sands. And you know what we did? We made money. And by the way, do you know it was the last losers we took in the pit? Does anybody know the last losers we took in the pit? Just out of curiosity, do you guys remember the last losers we took in the pit and when they were? And remember, we do about a trade, two trades a day. Let me know if you guys remember the last losers we took. Because unfortunately, I have two people that just can't forget them. They just keep talking about them over and over and over again. Do you guys remember the last losers we took in the pit? Tell me, Carlos, what were they and when were they? Oh, you guys know. You guys know. Yep. And what was the other one, Carlos? Yep. 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 Nope. No Eagle Beagle. HD and D Dog. HD and D Dog, end of January. Second or third week of January. That was the last losers we took in the pit, guys. Just FYI. Yep. HD and D Dog. Yep. 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 Yeah. I still get emails. Roger, I lost money in January on D-Dog and Home Depot. I still get emails. No, it was, I'm telling you, I know what they were. They were HD and D-Dog. They were in January. Yeah. No, 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 no. It was D-Dog and HD. We made money on everything else. We did. We did. I'm not lying to you, Alexander. We did. Maybe you lost money on the CVS option, but people made money. It was bad guy. Yeah, yeah. I still get emails about it. People are still pissed off at me about D-Dog and HD. All right, stocks rallied yesterday. The Magnificent Seven rallied yesterday. Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, everything rallied yesterday. The entire market yesterday rallied. The entire market yesterday. Where does that put the pit at 99? In the last 2 months, yeah. But everything rallied yesterday. On the bearish side, and one of the stocks on my short list, which I'm going to add again right here, is LMT. They downgraded the stock. It was bearish yesterday. We didn't have a long short list, but it was pretty good. We have economic data yesterday. Global manufacturing fell a little bit, weaker than expected, but services stronger than expected. They offset each other. Bostic said on Monday he now sees just one interest rate cut this year. Folks, that's what I'm talking about. You see, we got to move past the tariffs. This is bad. That's bad. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they want their money back. Yeah. So this is bad. They're reducing. The Fed is reducing the number of interest rate. They're telling us that they want their money back for that bike the kid took. Okay, 89% at no rate cut, and 10% in May. And as I showed you, I believe July is now at 45%, which I think is reasonable. It happens, Nestor. It happens. Yeah, it happens. Today we have consumer confidence right here. I don't think this number is going to be positive. I know, and again, folks, please don't get political on me. I know that a lot of the times consumer confidence is priced in at the beginning of an election with a president. A lot of times consumer confidence is correlated to the satisfaction of that president. Now, again, I'm not trying to be political. This is not about Trump. All I'm saying is that a lot of times the first quarter of a new presidential election, that's right, Nathan, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Please read what Nathan just wrote because he's 100% correct. But listen to me. A lot of times when you have a new administration, especially when you have not when you have a second term administration, when you have a new administration coming in, consumer confidence is tied in to the surveys of the president's performance. Last I read, and I do not know if this is true, and I really not going to get into politics. We're past that. But last I heard that sentiment towards Trump's first couple of months because of all this tariff talk is not going so well. Again, this is what I'm hearing. I don't know if this is true. But if that's the case, consumer confidence may reflect on that. Okay. So all I'm saying is that there's a correlation between consumer confidence and the first quarter of a new president. And those surveys are released a lot more often than consumer confidence. They tend to follow consumer confidence. I don't know if it's going to be bad. I don't know if it's going to be good. The last few have not been consumer confidence and consumer sentiment. I wish they put consumer sentiment right here. It would give us a much better reaction from it than right here after personal income. But I've been saying that now for 7 years and nobody's listening to me. Yeah, really great family. Great family. And so I'm nervous about this consumer confidence report. New home sales, it's kind of weird. I'm thinking they're going to be bad, but they've been outperforming the numbers for the last several times. So I think they're going to be mixed, but that could really trigger these two. If they're good, if they're better, the market is expecting bad numbers for these. If they're better than expected, it could trickle a rally or tricked into a rally. And then manufacturing index, which I don't know why they didn't put a star next to it. Maybe it's a revision. No, but this is a very important number right now. This is a very, very important number right now. So we got to pay attention to it. Let's continue. New home sales, manufacturing index. These are important reports, and they don't come out till 10 a.m. today. The market is actually getting a little stronger. That's good, good, good. I want to see the SPY defend the 200-day moving average, okay? Hey, thank you, Robert. I appreciate it. Folks, if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, please do. I would appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. Okay, now let's see if Europe is giving us tailwind, right? Let's find out if Europe is giving us tailwind. Europe is up half a percent, not 1 or 2% like US. German business climate survey, US trade policy development, that's tariffs. Bank and energy stocks led the gains. Notice technology did not lead the gains. Yesterday, tech led the gains. The mega caps led the gains. We're not seeing that crossing over into this market today. Benchmark gains were limited. Uncertain remained over the scale and extent of President Trump's tariffs. Again, but that's way priced in already. My son-in-law family builds homes in our area. I'm always asking how things are going. They tell me they can't keep up, but that's just in our little bubble. It's different everywhere, Richard. It's different. After every election, no matter who wins, I'm hopeful they will do well in the U. Of course, Penny. Of course. And good morning to you. Of course, you got to give them a benefit of the doubt. Of course. And remember what I said. I'm not really against anything that Trump is doing. I just want him to stop making these unannounced speeches during the market hours when I'm trading the S&P 500 because it influences my trades tremendously. And this whole, I just want him to do whatever he's going to do and be done with it so the market can heal. Like if you're going to break my bone, break my bone. Stop telling me how you're going to break my bone. Just break my bone. Let's be done with it already and let me start healing. That's all I'm trying to say, folks, right? No worldwide confluence at all. China closed above flat, not really doing anything one way or the other. Semiconductors and technology weighted on the index. That's not really great for us today, okay? Yeah, I just want things to happen. Whatever he's going to do, just do it already. Let's move on. Nikkei closed higher. That's good. The rally came in the wake of overnight gains on Wall Street, fueled by optimism that the next wave of U.S. President Trump tariffs will be less severe. Auto and other export-oriented stock got an additional boost. So, KB Homes, we're going to see some issues today with home builders because the stock is down 7%. So home builders and possibly consumer discretionary, which is very tied into home builders, may see a little downslide. I told you that this is very insensual. I don't really follow this stock. I treat this stock more like GameStop. I don't know if Lance trades it, but it's definitely up more of his alley. But I mean, I'll just talk about it because it's here. He's talking about launching a crypto. DJT is up. Again, I do not trade these stocks. They're second-tier stocks. They're too speculative for me. They don't have enough institutional sponsorship, so I don't trade them. But here we are. But I will say this: anytime this is up, that's usually bullish for Trump. So that's obviously a bullish sentiment for the U.S. Cloudflare, we do trade this stock, and this is a software stock. Software stocks are going to get a little bit of a boost today. I like that. And security software stocks. So we got a double whammy here on the software side, which meme. Yes, thank you, Jeff. I don't really like to use that word, but that's exactly what it is. Massachusetts slowing down economy is being crushed with governor policy. Gotcha. Interesting. Very interesting. So we are getting a little boost from two stocks that we like to trade. Obviously, we're not going to do anything today on them, but this is positive. This is positive, if you will. This is negative, and this is really negative because KB Homes, Kaufman and Broad, you guys know the deal. It's like semiconductors. So keep your eye on home builders today in light of new home sales. Okay. And remember, please don't be foolish and do anything before 10 a.m. All right. Let's talk charts. So first things first, volatility is now nicely below 20. So that's very, very positive. The next level is right here. It's 16 and a half. Okay. Lennar. Thank you, Michael. That's the one that I couldn't remember the name. Lennar. Yes. So the next level here is 16 and a half. My suggestion is please watch the VIX the first half hour. It's much easier for volatility to go higher than it is for volatility to go down. So I don't want to see us walking backwards. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and post this right now in the main Telegram channel so you guys have a visual. Okay. And I'll mark the key level right here. Hopefully this will be helpful to you guys. I'm going to do it right now. Here. So you could see there's X below the price and there's an X above the price. I posted this for you guys just now, okay, in real time. You have this. You have this for your in the Slack channel, okay? So I know that you guys like to use the Slack channel. It's in the free Telegram Slack channel. Yeah, Penny's right, and Penny's very smart. So 1874 and 16 and a half. And again, you know, you don't have to, these are just rough numbers. I gave you the areas. You could follow them. Mega caps. Now, this is the part that I'm really nervous about. I know everybody's watching the S&P 500, but I'm watching the S&P 500 and the mega caps. I want to see a clean break above the 200 with volume. So far, this is a question mark at best. This is a question mark at best. Okay. What about QQQ? Ooh, we're almost at 600, Bob. QQQ is not even at the 200-day moving average. So let me give you a scenario, guys. Again, I don't want this to happen, but I want to give you a scenario. The QQQ comes right up here, maybe goes a hair higher and starts coming right back down into this base. What will happen? Exactly what I talked about. SPY. If we can't get it, if we can't keep this up today, it'll be a false breakout, and we come right back here to the VWAP that's growing quickly right here. Okay. What about RSP? We're cautiously above that level, but we don't want this to turn into this. Remember what I drew for you guys here? I said I want this kind of price action where we're above, where the lows don't touch this area for 2 days. So I want today's low not to touch the 200-day line, which I don't think will happen. Yes, it'll drag everything with it. How about the Dow? Let's look at the Dow. The Dow's looking good. The Dow's already above the 200. You could see that blue chips are leading ahead of what? Mega caps. Folks, I'm gonna make a little prediction for you right now. If mega caps can't go high, if mega caps can't pull a Dow on us, we want the mega caps to look like the Dow. See, the Dow has clearance right here above the 200. That's yesterday. It didn't touch the 200, and today hopefully it won't touch the 200 unless it goes down. That's clearance. That's clearance. That means blue chips are much stronger than techs. Now, historically, what happens when blue chips are stronger than techs? What happens? Nothing. Did you guys hear what I just said? Over the last couple of years, what's been happening every time that blue chips lead tech? Techs come back and pound the blue chips and make them their bitch, right? Am I right? Every time it's happened. Remember last year, AI, blue chips were doing nothing. And what was tech doing? And what was the market doing? Coming up with it. So it will be impossible. It will be impossible for the market to go much higher. Remember, the Dow has NVIDIA in it without this contributing. Okay? How about SMH? Let's look at SMH. The 200-day is right here. We have not broken out of this range. We have not broken out of this range. I got a question for you guys. How high do you think the market will go if semiconductors don't participate and if QQQ doesn't participate? How far do you think the market will go high? If the QQQ can't get above the 200-day moving average, and it won't, if mega caps that are leading right now can't get it up today, how far do you think the Dow will go? Tell me this analysis is not fantastic that I'm giving you right now. See, this is why you come here. All right? Tell me this isn't good analysis. Tell me this isn't good analysis. See how I'm breaking everything down for you? Oh, we'll get into that in a minute, Carlos. So we have the mags at the 200-day moving average, and you have nothing driving the market right now. I appreciate it, Eagle Beagle. Do you see that? So okay. Woo, the Dow's looking great. We're getting a rally in the Dow. Okay, great. 30 stocks. Okay. But what about everything else? Mega caps? Nope. No soup. How about QQQE? Let's look at that. Let's take away the mega, let's strip the mega caps away. Nope. Yeah, what Jeff said is exactly my. So if I had 3 words for today, I would say exactly what Jeff is saying right now. Be very skeptical today. Thank you, Polina. Thank you, Lee. So let's now. Okay. The only thing we got helping us. How about IWM? Let's look at IWM. And by the way, I'm not in a rush today. I don't have to be anywhere. I don't have to go to work. I'm working from home today. Haven't gotten any new updates from Matt. As soon as I get updates, I'll keep you guys posted. Look where the Russell is and look where the 200-day moving average is. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. See that? We got a long ways to get there. And again, there's no momentum. All right, well, let's look inside the market. Maybe sectors are doing something, okay? Maybe there's something exciting to be about sectors. Let's see. Well, you got Bitcoin, you got interest rate sensitive stuff all the way on top. That's actually really good. This is really good sign. You got the Russell 2000 here, you got the QQQ here, but there's a problem. Look where technology is. Look where semiconductors is. How far do you think consumer discretionary can go without technology and semiconductors being involved? And communication is still on this part of the fence. And look where mid caps are compared to the Russell. So you're looking better right now. We're looking better. I mean, obviously after yesterday, we're looking better. We're looking a lot better. Speculative interest rate stocks are leading right now. But here's the problem. Look what the bond market's doing. Going down. Going down. So let's put it all together right now. Let's put it all together. Do we have support from the bond market? Is the bond market helping us today? No. Bond market is lower, which means yield is higher, which means interest rates are higher this morning. And don't look now, but we've now broken this trend line. See this trend line right here? 1, 2, 3. Look at where we're at right now. Now, we do have a little support here. We have a lot of support here, but we're still below our trend line. That's not good. That's not good. You can argue and say people are not putting their money into the bond market, but they're sure as hell not putting their money in the U.S. stock market. You mean you're making a 2-week high. That's nothing. 2-week high is nothing. I want to see a 3-month high. Okay, so We are at support right now. We have 3 levels of support here, but we are below our trend line. Okay. Bitcoin is now turning negative on the day. Remember yesterday, Bitcoin was leading. It was up 4.5%. It's turning down right now. MAGs, which is what we're going to be looking at all day today, the MAGs are up only 0.53, and they're right abutting the 200-day moving average. The SPY is barely above the 200-day moving average, and this is pre-market opening. So we can just open here and come right back down. Point is, I'm not feeling it. I want to see more follow-through today. I want to see follow-through. I want to see real strong follow-through, and I'm not sure we're going to get it. Now, you're going to keep an eye on volatility. As long as volatility is negative, we're in a good spot. But if volatility goes up on the day, all bets are off. Keep your eye on the bond market. If the bond market starts aggressively breaking down, all bets are off. Okay? Also, I want to remind you of something. I hate to say I told you so, but NASDAQ 100, only 48% are above the 200. You don't have strong momentum. S&P, only 46 are above the 200. You don't have strong momentum. You have a lot of red still here. Okay? The Russell, 39%. So the market has to really prove itself to us before going higher. Oh, we almost got 600 people in the room. Look at that. All right, let me show you stocks that I'm liking today. Now, it was not easy for me to procure this list of stocks. Why does that matter? The difficulty that I have procuring stocks determines how easy it will be for the market to move or not to move. The harder it is for me to procure stocks, the less directional momentum we have. When we have over 100 stocks here and here, my problem is I have too many. I give you guys too many. Right now, I'm struggling to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for each side. Usually I have 20 on each side or 15 on each side. So I'm letting you know, even with the move yesterday, it didn't really put us over the edge. It put us right to the edge. Right to, as who yesterday said it was the blade, something about a blade of a knife? Who was it yesterday? Somebody said it. It was very smart. I think it was Jeff. Jeff, you said it yesterday. Jeff said it yesterday here on the show. I remember these. I have unfortunately, I have almost a photographic memory. I remember it. He's right. We're not over the hump. See, we want everything to look like the Dow is looking right now. This is how we want everything to look. See how this is what we want everything to look like, but it's not looking like that. So until the SPY has 2 clean bars where the low doesn't touch this area, we don't have razor's edge. That's right. Knife's edge, razor's edge. Yeah, it was you, Jeff. I remember. I still remember what everybody writes in the morning, and I've got almost 600 people or over 600 people here, but I still have a really good memory. My memory's like an elephant. So don't take this as you're going to hear headlines today. The SPY is above the 200-day moving average. The SPY is above the 200. Folks, when it looks like this, it's going to be above the 200-day moving average. When it looks like this, look at DIA. That's what we want the SPY to look like. It doesn't look like that. And the MAGs don't look even close to that. Yeah, Jeff said it exactly. And so I'm very, very nervous. I'm very, very nervous right now. I'm very neutral right now. I don't have any upside or downside preference. I'm in day trading mode right now. And folks, yesterday the market opened up a lot and then it just didn't do anything and we just got chopped yesterday. So if it's going to do that today, I'm not going to be a hero in day trade. I'm going to hold it out. So let me give you stocks that I'm liking today. To the short side, Clorox. These are the best stocks I could find. And some of them actually look really good. This one, Office Depot looks really good. FDP. Now, I've never ever, I've heard of this company obviously, but I've never traded it. It's at the 200-day. You can't do anything right now. But if it starts breaking the 200-day, it's not a day trading stock. It's way too wicky, but it's a great swing trading stock if it breaks the 200-day. Folks, you may want to put an alert here about 28.88, 28.90, and if it starts breaking, if it starts breaking, it doesn't have strong. It doesn't really have anything till like right here. So you got a lot of room on this stock. BLKB, nice looking stock to the short side. IPG, nice look. I mean, the best we can do today. IFF from yesterday, nice stock, and LMT. And let me just take a quick look at. Yeah. Be careful here with Lockheed Martin, but if it starts breaking down here, you got a good short. I would wait for it to break 422. And then LVS. This was the stock we traded yesterday in the pit, and we made money on it. And I'm still bearish on it. And I'll also add Nike to it. I'm also bearish on Nike. It wasn't on my list, but I remember we were pretty bearish on it yesterday. I want to see Nike trade below 67.20. I want to see it come down here. It doesn't really have a lot of support, but I'm fearful it's going to start filling this gap. So if you see Nike above 69, all bets off. You want to see this really, really, really weak today. Like yesterday, I understand why it rallied a little bit because the market was really strong, but I want to see this thing underperform the market by a huge margin. Rochelle, aren't you in New Mexico? Richard's still in New York. All right, let me give you stocks to the upside. AIG. Love this stock. Also HIG, another insurance stock. Please don't do both. Okta is still on my list. Notice how small my list to the upside is, and notice how notice how it's a copy of yesterday's list pretty much. Bro, I think Matt and I put this stock in one of our programs a few days ago and took profit out of it. I like this stock. VRSN. Notice same stocks we've been talking about for weeks. CAH, another healthcare stock. And that's it. That's my long list, guys. I saw 600 within the counter went crazy. Yep. Are LMT and RTX related? Yes, they are. Good question, Alexander. They are related. RTX, actually, they're related, but so let me explain. They are related. LMT and RMT is related, but LMT has been having negative news forever, and RTX has been having positive. So yes, they are the same industry, but I would say RTX is the strongest stock in that industry, and LMT is the weakest stock in this industry. So while they are related industry-wise, they have been trading completely opposite. But they are related. They are defense stocks. Okay, folks, let me give you some more links. My session with Jack Carter is going to be at 2, not at 1, at 2 Eastern time. Same thing with NOC. You're right, Henry. Yes, NOC 2. That's right. Yeah, flight contract. That's right. But they are, but Alexander is right. They are related. Folks, Customer Service Live. And if you have other questions, Alexander, feel free to email me too. I don't bite. I'm pretty friendly. And I've been very patient. All right. So you guys got the link for Customer Service Live. You guys got the link for VIP Room, where I'll be doing a lot of education. Yes, Krish, I just said that. LVS is still bearish. I'm still bearish on LVS. We took profit, but I am still bearish. And I'm pretty bearish on most of the retailers. Let me take a quick look at Lulu. Haven't looked at Lulu in a while. And Crocs. Those are my 2 favorite retailers. Nope, not yet. Defended the 200 really well, though. And Crocs. Let's see. Fundamentally, those are my 2 favorite retailers. Fundamentally. Not technically, fundamentally. All right. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Here's the link. If you missed any part of this session, you can go back to this link and rewatch. This is all being recorded in real time. I want to thank everybody for being here. Please be careful today, folks. Please be really, really, really careful, okay? The market's going to pretend or try to convince you that it's bullish. I want the market to prove to us that it's bullish, not just to give us a 20-minute preview of bullishness. I want to see real bullishness. It was a great session. It was, Jeff and KG and KJD and Kevin. But they're in the same sector. They're defensive. Allstate would be good because it's AIG and HIG. Insurance stocks are up. But remember, Trump said last night, he's going to start putting tariffs on insurance companies. So folks, note, we're done with the 10:30 till a few weeks. I want everybody to. So let me just say this. We did 5 hours of getting started for the Alpha Zone Pro, more than enough. I've taught you everything about it that you need to know times 2. In about a week or 2, I'm going to do another session because by that time everybody will be in the same place. So then I'll do another session. I will do another session, and then I'll do another session. Palantir was not on my list today. I'll take a look at Palantir. It broke out yesterday. Yeah, actually, Palantir is an A-line. It actually doesn't look bad. Let me add it on my list. Yeah, Palantir doesn't look bad. I usually don't like to buy stocks that are doing this. I like stocks closer here, but I will say this does not look bad. This does not look bad. All right, so we'll add that to our watch list. Bye, guys. It's actually a perfect quick strike, but I'm afraid it's going to kind of slowly come down and not just spike up. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Roger at rogerscott.com if there's any questions. I'll see you guys later. Remember, I'm by myself today. Matt is not helping me. Things are going to be a little slower today as a result. We'll get through it as we always do. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers. Cheers. We didn't get into one argument today. Thank God. Bye. Penny, that we'll do after we will start that after we finish the trading station. We'll start after we're completely done with everything related to TradingView, which should be today, hopefully, if Matt can do the video. All right, and then we'll see if we can do it for TradeStation and move on. Bye, guys. Have a good day.